Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're doing well. Today we're back at it again with another installment of Makeup and Chill, where I sit down, play with some makeup and serve you some good old-fashioned makeup tutorial tea. So if you want to see what look I create, then just keep on watching, and if you've not already hit subscribe, then what are you waiting for? The box is right there, you know you want to. Done it? Good. Let's beat our face.
Pull the key out the ignition. Run your mouth but I never listen. You hold me back, will never last. Keep talking all your shit.
So one thing I thought I would do today, because I don't often do this on camera, is I'm actually going to take you guys through my skincare for before I do my makeup. This is not the most exhaustive skincare tutorial, it's really quick, really easy. Just a couple of products that I really like for when I'm wanting my makeup to look really nice. The skincare I actually do for like makeup prep, a lot of it is really affordable. I do sometimes switch out for higher end brands, but for quick and easy makeup prep, this is kind of the vibe to go for. So I'm starting off with the Revolution Skincare Super Dew Hydrating Toner. I love this stuff. I need to get a new one. I love that it's got a super bougie pump which pumps the products out, and I just like to use this just to give my skin a really nice glow. And then I'm going to go in with the Nip and Fab Dragon's Blood Plumping Serum. Again, this is another product that I love. Like, I really like this just for making sure my skin looks super plump and hydrated. This is the product I've used for years, and it is one product that I always repurchase. I tend to skip between the regular Dragon's Blood Serum and the Extreme. It just depends, on, to be honest, on what's on offer in Superdrug and what they've got in stock. Then I'm going to go in with the MAC Fast Response Eye Cream. This isn't my favourite eye cream by any means. It's not one that I use every day. However, I really like this one for if I know I'm going to be filming a look or doing a super full glam look on my eyes, because I really feel like it prevents your eyes from watering. So it's really great for underneath a like fuller beat eye look, and it's just really good to kind of smooth out the under eyes and really wake them up. It's a total slept on product, but I really like it. And then I'm going to go in with the Boots Vitamin C Cream. Again, this is not the one that I use every day. I actually use my Origins Ginseng cream, but I'm run out just now. This one's a bomb as well, and it's like £6, so it's really good. And then just because I like it and it is kind of bougie, I'm going to go in with some more of that Revolution Super Dew. This time it is the Hydrating Spritz with Moisturising Cassia Extract and Cranberry Seed Oil. Again, I don't know what this does really, but it gives my skin a really nice glow, and that's obviously what we're all about in this house, correct? So to prep my skin, I'm going in with the Urban Decay All Nighter Face Primer, the Ultra Glow Primer that is. So this primer, as you guys know, has become one of my favourites since it came out. I really love how it makes any makeup look that sits on top of it. So I think today I want to be kind of glowy. I'm going to do, like I did in my last Makeup and Chill video, I did a really sheer layer of foundation and I really liked it, so I think we're going to do that again today. I know it's not sheer for most, but it's sheer for me. For foundation, we're going to go in with the XX Revolution Glow Skin Foundation. Just a couple of pumps onto my Urban Decay contour brush. And you guys are always here for the never-ending saga of what does Allan prefer, a brush or a sponge, but recently I have been really feeling like a brush is really giving me that life when it comes to applying my complexion products, so we are really kind of back on that brush hype just now. A really good reason why I like using the brush again now is because I feel like when I use a sponge I can be really heavy handed and just pump and pump and pump on more product to the point where I'm using like 7 or 8 pumps of foundation to do my face, when you can get that same coverage with your brush if you just really buff it out and keep working whatever products on the brush onto your skin. So when you're finished with your foundation brush, it shouldn't really be like wet or have product kind of soaked into it, because all that product should be really kind of fired into your skin if you do it right. For concealer, I'm going in with my Urban Decay Stay Naked concealer. I like to layer the shades 40NN and 30NN, so I like to use 40NN just to add coverage through the centre of my face, as it's just a touch lighter than what my foundation is, and then we use 30NN just to brighten up the inner area, so anywhere I get kind of darkness. And I'm going back in with my Urban Decay Contour Definition Brush to blend that out. I really like to use this to blend out concealer. I just find that sometimes when I use like a beauty sponge, again, it can soak up a lot of the product and kind of compromise that coverage that I'm trying to achieve. Whereas a brush I feel really kind of keep a lot more product on the skin. So I'm going to go and mix some more of this number 7 Airbrush Away Translucent Finishing Powder. Became really obsessed with this recently, I'm not going to lie. And we're just going to use that just to kind of set the under eye in place and prevent it from getting any chance to sinkle into any of those fine lines in the under eye. And I really like this powder because it's so blurring on the under eyes. It's so finely milled, it's not clumpy. I just think it makes the under eyes look really flawless. I will of course probably go in and bake on top. However, this means I don't have to bake as much. I just think it makes everything look really flawless. So I really like this. You guys know it's became a firm favourite of mine really quickly. Trick for me I find is not to use it too much. So I'm going to just do a little dot, just slightly higher than what you probably think you should, because we're wanting to lift the cheekbone. And then we're going to go in with a damp beauty sponge and really kind of push that into the skin. I find that with this I don't like to use a brush to blend it out. I like to kind of push it in just so that I'm not disturbing the foundation underneath and I'm not going to create any texture in my skin when I'm blending it out. So we're going to go in and just start to set that contour in place using the Benefit Hoola Caramel, which, wow, is hella pigmented. I did not realise. So you know I like to just kind of press my bronzer down rather than buffing it, because I just don't want to buff on top of that cream product. I like to use the powder almost to set it first, and I've been really liking just taking my bronzer that little bit higher than what we think we should, just kind of onto the cheekbone and up into the temples. I just think it really helps to make the face really lifted. And I always use a little tip of my angle brush just to go in and snatch the nose. Remember when I used to spend so long like actual in-depth nose contouring? Who has time for that nowadays? And once you've got that all really nicely kind of laid down, you can then go in and start to kind of tickle away the edges with your bronzer. Just be really careful, you don't want to start moving any product around. Bronzed and dangerous. If you're one of us, then roll with this, because we did... Stop singing. I'm going to go in now and just go over the edges of my powder with the Urban Decay All Nighter setting powder. I just feel that this foundation is really glowy, and it's kind of, I can't concentrate on doing the rest of my makeup because I'm just so worried about how glowy this foundation is. So if I just go in and set right now anywhere that I've not put bronzer and cream, at least I can kind of be secure that it's going to survive the filming of the video. So I'm going to go in and highlight now, and I'm going to take a mixture of two of these Beauty Bay highlighters. I've got the shade Glaze and the shade Beam. So as you can see, Beam is more of a kind of yellowy gold and Blaze is more of a kind of pinky. So I thought what best to do to get a really nice kind of mixture of both is just kind of take my brush through the two and really load it up so you get a mixture of the rose and the yellow gold. And this is a very blinding highlight, as you can see. Okay, kinda icy. Oh wow. So I'm going to just take a little bit of my Revolution bronzer on that brush again and just go over the top and really try and blend that stripe out. That was a lot more intense than what I had hoped, but I think it'll look really nice on camera. It's just a lot for real life. So I might go in and do a little bit more highlight work with something a little bit less chunky at the end, but again I'm going to see how the eyes look first. So we're going to go in with some more of our Fenty Beauty loose powder in the shade Butter and our little Morphe Jaclyn Hill JH10 brush, just to kind of go in and carve out the cheeks and snatch the nose, doing our little baby bake. So what I think I'll do now, you guys have seen me do this multiple times, it's the exact same brow routine as I've done in my last few videos. Urban Decay Subversion to fluff up the brows, Urban Decay Inked Brow to shape and fill, and a little bit of Urban Decay Brow Blade to draw in some little hair strokes. So I'm going to do that and then I'll meet you back here and we can do the eyes. Okay, we're back, brows are filled, and I'm going to just go in and clean away any of that bake that we've got left on our face, just so that our complexion area is pretty much done. Let's just make sure our full base is locked in place using the Old Faithful, most important product in my makeup bag, the Urban Decay All Nighter Setting Spray. I'm going to need some caffeine before I start on the eyes. I think for today's look, the main palette I'm going to work from is the Be Perfect Carnival 3 with Stacey Marie, the Love Tahiti palette. I really love this palette. It's got so many really nice colours in it, so I want to use that one mainly. And then I think I'm going to just keep open as well my Beauty Bay Nikkie Tutorials palette, because it's got some super sick shimmers in it, so I think it'll be nice to kind of combine the two palettes today. I've also went ahead and primed my eyes using the P. Louise base in the shade Rumour 03, so my eyes are primed and ready to go. So we're going to start off first of all taking this shade Slasher from the Beauty Bay and Nikkie Tutorials palette, and we're going to kind of build up an outer corner almost like a wing. You'll see, to get the right shape, what you want to do is kind of hold your brush in line with your lower lash line and press here, and that will give you the exact angle you're wanting to build with your shadow, just like so. And I find by doing this technique, especially for me with my more kind of hooded eyes, this just helps me create a really nice kind of elongated shape that I can build on, but it stays true to my natural eye shape. And then we're going into our Be Perfect and Stacey Marie palette, and we're going to take the shade Magenta, and we're going to just really use that to start to diffuse the edges of that shade Slasher. So you're just feathering that over the top of any loose edges left by that shade Slasher. Of course, I've forgotten to blend out the edges of that colour first of all, but it's okay. And the main focus at this point with the colour is really trying to build up that really nice kind of smoky outer corner that I just find really works for giving me definition on these hooded eyes. And then on a fluffier brush, we're going to take the shade Sand from the Carnival Love Tahiti palette, and that's going to be the colour that we're really going to use to pull everything out and start to get that really nice kind of smoky shape. And that on top of the kind of pinks and purples, it just creates the nicest contrast. And don't worry if you feel like you're losing those first two colours, because we're probably going to go back in and reinforce them anyway. This is just all about getting that kind of initial blend. Okay, we're going to take some more of that shade Sand and we're going to start to work that through our actual crease as well now, because that's going to be your best transition colour. And I know this is looking really similar to like I've always done on my Instagram, but the idea is we're doing a smoky eye using colour, but we're not doing like bright neon colours. This is like for people like me who love a bronze eye but want to add some colour into their makeup. This is how you're going to do it. So rather than using super warm browns, you're going to be using kind of peach tones and like plums and purples even as well, and it'll just kind of add a little bit of definition, a little bit of drama to the eye, but you're not going to scare yourself by going super neon right away. So it's still going to be very smoky and very glam, at least I hope it will. And then now we've done that, we're going back in to reinforce that shade Slasher on the outer corner. And then again we're going to go in with more of that shade Magenta. And just keep pulling that out until we're super happy with the blend. You want there to be no harsh lines going on in this look. And just make sure you're keeping everything super smoky by going over to your biggest brush and just constantly going in and buffing out the colours and making sure that everything's really nice and really blended. So you see you're getting that really nice kind of smoky outer corner where the purples and the peaches are blending together really nicely. So the inspo for this look, actually it was one I've always done on my Instagram that I'll put up here somewhere, but I'm going to change it up just so that it's not super similar, because that wouldn't be any fun for you guys or for me to do the same look 2 times. And why am I talking so high pitched? Now we're taking a little bit of the colour Grape from the Carnival Love Tahiti palette, and we're just really starting to deepen up the outer corner of the eye. You'll see how I mean that we're still getting that really nice smoky shape, and we're still doing a really nice colourful look. But for those of you who are scared of colour but would like to try, this is a really nice kind of colour combo for you. And it's all about kind of creating that height on the outer corner and buffing things up in line with the arch of our brow. That's going to help the eyes look really lifted. See? Oh, now to make the other eye match. And then just to really deepen things up, we're taking a little bit of the shade in the Deep, which is that really nice dark navy blue. And we're mixing that in with the Black Beach just together, just to get a really nice kind of deepened navy blue as a nice alternative to a black, and just use that to really start to intensify and blend out the outer corner for a nice kind of smoky finish without going as heavy as black right away. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're going to start to smoke out the lower lash line. So I'm going to take my Colourpop BFF cream gel liner in the shade Fast Lane. It's a really nice kind of forest green, so it'll look really nice contrasting with the purple on top. So we're just going ahead and running that through the lower lash line, making sure that it's super smoked out, but it can be kind of messy at this point, don't worry. And then taking a mixture of the shades, they're Deep and Forest, we're going to start to smoke that out a little bit. Remember at first when you start to drag out a cream pencil, you might get a little bit of resistance. It might go kind of blocky, but don't worry, the more you blend, the softer your blend will be. Cool, I really like that so far. So what we're going to do now is we're going to do a little bit of liner on top. You can see from this side I've done a kind of glitter wing. A little bit out there for me, but I quite like it. So I'm going to take the MAC Dual Dare All Day Waterproof Liner. This has got a felt tip ink stain on one side, and then the other side is a little black pencil. Sound familiar? So I want the liner to be a little bit thicker than what I would normally go for, so don't worry if you're getting carried away. I'm going to just get myself in a really uncomfortable position right now and start off by drawing from about 2/3 of the way in. So we're going to outline that shape first, and then just go ahead and fill that in. And we're just going to smudge out the edge using the Black Beach shade from our Stacey Marie palette, just to make sure that there's a really nice seamless blend into that outer corner. Then once this liner dries in, we're going to pop some glitter on it. Oh, grrr. So I want this liner to be really kind of three-dimensional, so we're going to start off by taking a powder shadow. This is the shade Mama Tutorials from the Beauty Bay Nikki Tutorials palette. We're going to just press that on the liner, not right the way in and not right the way out, just kind of in line with our pupils. I was very inspired by, like, you know, the new Little Mix video when they've all got on like the black liner with that wee flash of metallic. Don't know how to do that, so I thought we'll recreate with glitter. And then I'm going to go in and layer up 2 of my Urban Decay Heavy Metal glitters. We're going to use the shades Pyro and Distortion, both kind of multi-pigment, super reflective, super pearlescent, multi-chrome liners. So Distortion first is your kind of green based one, a slightly more chunky. So we're going to just place that over the top of that shadow. I'm going to go back in and re-intensify the black on top and get it nice and crisp. So don't worry if you feel like you're going to lose that, because you can go back in with your liner again and fix when you're done. Remember, you put that shadow underneath as a guide of where to place, but also you don't want to swipe the glitter, you want to more kind of press, just so that you get a really intense lay down of colour and it's not going to move that blue underneath, because I want this to have all sorts of colours so that the liner looks super sparkly. Originally I was just going to leave this with just Distortion, but then I thought, well, let's add a little bit of Pyro on top just to see how it looks, and it turned out I actually really liked it. And Pyro is more like your kind of lilac tones, baby pink, like really kind of iridescent. I would call it like a unicorn kind of colour, if that makes any sense. Then what to do is just take a little bit more liner and kind of outline the top of that just to really clean things up. It will help the liner look a lot more graphic, which is what I kind of want. So now the fun part of letting our glitter dry resumes, which is why I'm looking down and not looking at you. So I'm going to pop on some lashes. I'm going to use the Samantha lashes from Doll Beauty because they're really big, dramatic and glam. So I'm going to pop these on and I'll meet you back here for a lip, because I'm actually going to do my lip on camera right now. Who am I and what have I done with Allan? Okay, lashes are on. I think I want to add a little bit more bronzer. I think I'm a little bit too pale. So let's take some more of my... I'll take a little bit of Beauty Bay bronzer because it's very warm. The caramel one. And we'll use that to kind of toast up the cheekbones a little bit. I also need to do my inner corner. So for my inner corner I went into the Beauty Bay Nikki Tutorials palette and I started off taking the shade Ivy. Using that wet though, just to make sure that it was really foiled and intense. And just really place that right in that inner corner. Really cute, right? But then we're going to take a little bit of the shade All In on top, which is a really nice kind of greeny, goldy, duochrome moment. And hello, that is just so nice. Okay, right, what we're going to do now, we're going to do our lips. So I'm going to take, if I can find it, you guys know Morphe Bite Me lip pencil, my favourite lip pencil known to man. Yes, this is my favourite lip pencil. I'm going to just colour our lips in. I'm going to just take my favourite nude at the moment, which is Leave Me Breathless by MAC. It is really pale, almost foundation lips. So you're going to think when I'm doing this, what on earth? See, that is like ridiculous, right? Like, it looks Hot Mess Express. However, it looks really nice. It's still super pale, so it's not for everyone. So I'm going to go with something new, which is the MAC Power Glass Lip Gloss in the shade 10 Things I Hate About You, which is a really nice kind of peachy colour, which my camera will not focus on. So I'm going to use the MAC Power Glass Plumping Lip Gloss in the shade 10 Things I Hate About You. Super cute. The font is really nice. It's kind of comic book style. I'm excited to try this. It smells like a MAC lipstick, which is always great. And that is just going to give the lips a really nice kind of peachy nude. Okay, I like that gloss a lot. Okay guys, so that is the finished look. I am buzzing with how this turned out. I know this has been a long video, so if you've made it to the end, leave a little comment. The secret word today will be 10 things I hate about you. So if you made it to the end, pop that in the comments, let me know you watched the whole thing. If you do, I salute you, because this has been a journey. Overall, I am so happy how this look came out in the end. Really nice if you're looking to add a little bit of colour into your makeup but still have it kind of wearable. This is a really nice kind of option in my opinion. For those of you who don't want to do the full look, you could just do the kind of purpley colours and mirror it underneath and just do your black liner. You could just do your normal smoky eye, add a pop of glitter on top of the wing if you want to do that as well. Super easy, lots of different ways to add colour into your makeup. I wanted to do something bright but wearable, not neon. Perfect for the party season, not that we're going to get one this year, but hey ho, at least I can look super sickening behind the mask if I want to. So yeah, if you like this video and you like the look, give it a big thumbs up. Hit the subscribe button if you have not already, and ring the bell so you don't miss any future uploads from me. I think it's about time that we hit subscribe if we've not already, yeah? Tell your friends. If you're not already following me on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, I will leave them on the screen somewhere as well. Let me know in the comments below what look you want to see from me next. I think we'll do a couple of other makeup and chills, as I think it's a really good way to sit down and play with makeup that I've had in my collection that I'm maybe not using as much as I should. Kind of a shop my stash but make it glam. So let me know if there's any palettes that you've seen in my channel that you want to see me revisit, any products you want to see me use that you've just not seen enough of recently. Hit me up, let me know. I will gladly sit, beat my face all day long. But yeah, I'm going to jump off now, hopefully take some bomb AF photos of this makeup, post them on my Instagram, that sort of thing. Thank you so much for watching guys, I will see you next time. Bye.
Just the way you make me feel,